Buenos tardes, amigos, amigas. Here at the American Legion in Chapala, Mexico, at American Legion Post 7. I met this gentleman. He's from New York. And I saw his hat. It said nomad. And I asked him if he was a digital nomad. He said no. He's not a digital nomad. But I also saw his shirt. It said Big City Basketball. So I asked him if he was from a big city. He said New York. Now he has a degree in economics from Columbia University in New York. And I'm really happy to have met him. He's really cool. I think we're gonna become friends. He's a pretty tall fella. And not only that, I thought he was in his 40s, and that's one of the other reasons I asked him if he was a digital nomad, but he is not. And I'm not gonna tell his age.
Thank you.
Okay, but let's go ahead and meet Keith here. Okay, Keith, go ahead, please.
Hi, as was said, my name is Keith, originally from New York, spent much of my youth and early adulthood there, but I went to California and spent almost 30 years there as a firefighter, and which is probably a good reason for my, I won't say youthful good looks, but I'll say youthful looks.
Okay.
I'm actually 60 years old. I will put it
Wow,
out there.
okay.
To the folks, and yeah, everything is true. The nomad on my hat is an homage to the fact that I always loved traveling, and in my years since being retired, the plan has always been to spend some time here in Lakeside, Chapala area. I'm actually over in Ajijic, but to spend 3 months here in the fall or the spring, spend some time in my house in Florida, where I'm retired to for 3 months, some time in Pittsburgh where my daughter lives, love you honey, for 3 months, and then the other 3 months of the year is basically I throw a dart at the globe and I travel there and spend, if it's the springtime or the fall when I'm not here in Mexico, I'll be somewhere in the world, seeing what it's about, learning about culture, maybe learning a few words. Unlikely to learn a language, but I'm more of a Romance language guy, so I know a little bit of French, which is the first language that I learned, and I practice my Spanish on my phone all the time. So, Chris, if you have any questions for me, I'm open, but that's kind of it. I got a few kids, but I won't get into details.
Nah, it's not necessary. What I was curious though about is what places, what countries in the world have you traveled to other than Mexico?
So I've traveled kind of all over Western Europe. I have a desire to see Eastern Europe and spend some time like in Croatia, etc. But I gotta wait for things to calm down a little bit more there. I do want to get to Asia. There are parts of Asia that I haven't seen. I've been to Thailand, and I have a son over in Japan in the service. So my next 3-month excursion will be spent either starting in Japan and working my way south, seeing him, spending a little time, and then probably ending up in Australia, New Zealand, where I've never been, but hitting a couple spots along the way, Philippines, South Korea, where else do I want to go? Maybe Vietnam or Cambodia, we'll see what comes into play. So those are the places that, and then I was supposed to take a big trip to Africa with my kids before they went off to college and left me, but COVID hit, and so that trip got kiboshed, and so that'll be another trip probably after Asia, which I'll start in West Africa, work my way up through Morocco, Tunisia, etc., and then come back 3 months there.
All right. So you got your shirt says Big City Basketball. Now
Yes,
tell us about basketball now, because I got a buddy. Me and him used to play with the kids,
Yeah.
the Mexican kids up in North Chapala.
Okay.
His name is Brendan. Did you meet Brendan yet?
I don't believe I met Brendan. I met a guy who used to run a deli over in Ajijic, but I don't remember his name. It was a few years ago. They used to say they ran some full court basketball here in Chapala, but
I haven't seen that yet, but I'd
I'm
like
a little old for that, and my joints and shoulders are all busted up, so that probably won't be happening. However, big city basketball is my big brother's league that he has in, I think it was in Melbourne, Florida. I don't know if he's still there now, but this is his company.
All right.
And so I'm representing big city basketball.
All right, representing it well too. You out here in Mexico.
Thank you.
There's some courts. You know what? Just about 1 block from here, it's Parque de Cristiania in Chapala. There's courts with nets.
Outdoor, huh?
Yeah, outdoor, right
Okay.
here. Steps
I only
away
know the
from.
one on the Malecon.
No.
That is just a place to shoot around.
I'll point it out to you. Once we get out the door of the American Legion here,
Uh-huh.
you just walk 1 block, go into the gate, turn left. You'll be at some basketball courts, and they got nets.
Okay, I'll
And
check it out. I'm not sure.
I gotta borrow
like I
my
said,
trunk,
I got a
too.
bumped shoulder, man.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
doing
let
physical therapy.
you can use my ball. I got a basketball in my trunk too, so you don't have to.
I guess I'll go left-handed.
Okay, all right. Anyways, is there anything else you'd like to say? You're
Well,
a pretty interesting man. When I was
I
talking,
am looking forward to being down here for a few months, working on my house, getting it right. Because
you own a home here.
I do. I've had a house here for about 7 years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
where did you buy the home in? Ahihi?
West Ahihi, back in 2017.
Uh-huh.
But like with everything, things are built a little different than, U.S. standards. So I've got to do repairs and then build things so that they're relatively waterproof, I'll say. That's my biggest issue, water.
Yeah.
Into the house.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
no, it's all good. I love it down here. Pretty peaceful. It has gotten crowded, more crowded, I'll say, since when I first came down here, where there used to be cow pastures and sheep in my neighborhood.
Oh,
they're all
really?
gone, and they're building homes there now. So, and I still love Mexico. The town has lost a little bit of its luster, but it is for those of you who are old like me and remember the original Superman, it is my fortress of solitude.
Yes, it is great over here. I spend a lot of time. You gotta watch his channel. I make a lot of videos in Cotepec, Ahihi. I just met Heath, Chapala over the last 3 years.
Gotta give me your link, man. I'll check it
Yeah, I
out.
will. And all these towns are great towns, and all the towns in between and
Right.
beyond. I haven't met a Mexican town that I didn't like yet.
Okay.
I
good.
love all the Mexican towns. So, wow, I didn't know all this. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm gonna keep some secrets.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
okay. You can't give it all away.
Yeah, I will do this. I'll show my hands, and those who see it, they'll understand what that means.
Okay. All right. With that, I think Keith wants to close. He's got a good dinner waiting for him.
Yes, I gotta eat. I'm starving.
Did you get the steak dinner today?
Absolutely. Tuesday
All
special.
right. Tuesday is special steak day, and it's a great place to be. Everyone, come down to the American Legion. It's a great
Chapala.
place in Chapala. This organization does a lot for the Mexican communities
for the kids.
and for the kids and the people in the lakeside area. This organization has a lot of nice expats, foreigners like Keith and many others, and a lot of nice Mexican residents here you can meet as well. It's a good social time here. We always have a good time at the American Legion. So I want to say thank you, Keith, for doing this interview and taking your time out. Let Keith get to his food. I think his food just arrived. Adios. Thanks, Keith.
Bye.